drip, drip, drip. You ever notice how when things get quiet, even the tiniest sound can feel, I don't know, kind of creepy?
Oh yeah, like the silence is judging you or something.
Right. Like imagine a guy lying on the ground. His fingers twitch just once.
Yeah.
Then, done nothing.
Okay. Getting a little dark there. But I see where you're going with this.
Well, kind of a dramatic way to start, I guess, but it does grab your attention, right? Like, what the hell is going on here? And that what the hell vibe, that's what we're diving into today.
Exactly. What sounds like a scene straight out of a bad soap opera is actually the opening to, let's call it an unconventional piece of writing. We're dissecting an email today, and it promises to reveal a technique that supposedly can, like, totally captivate your audience, especially, so it says, if you're a poetry slam performer.
Yeah, and this email, it's so shamelessly in your face. It says, like, you're getting zero added value today. Nada. Zilch. Just lays it out there. But then it goes on and on about how day 100 is coming up with prizes worth like a small car.
A very enticing hook, for sure.
Totally. But, like, we wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't try to figure out what this one damn secret is, this trick that's being teased.
And this mysterious trick, my friend, it goes by the name of number games.
Number games. Sounds kind of harmless.
It does, doesn't it? But the idea is you strategically place numbers in your writing or your performance. Think about it. Numbers have a certain appeal, right? They feel dot organized. Our brains, they love order. So they see a number and it's like, structure. I know what's up. I can relax.
That's true. We like things to make sense.
Exactly. And that's the sneaky part, because that initial sense of calm, it's a trap. This email writer, they compare numbers to like tiny explosive devices, a scalpel. You think they're harmless, but then bam, they get you.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to see where this is going. Kind of a bait and switch with numbers.
Precisely. The email gives this example. 3 months of unanswered questions, 2 sleepless nights, 1 message, 0 responses. At first glance, it looks like a simple list, but something about it just feels dot off, right?
Yeah, there's like a lingering tension, right? Like you're waiting for something to happen.
Right. This seemingly simple list creates an underlying tension, a sense of emptiness, of something unfinished. And then comes the so-called 180-degree twist. This sudden shift can really throw the audience off balance because their initial expectations are completely turned upside down. Imagine counting from 1 to 10 and then suddenly it's strawberry cheesecake. Confusing, but in a way, effective.
It's like a pattern interrupt, right? Our brains are expecting one thing and then boom, something totally different.
Precisely. What happens is our expectation of a logical continuation is undermined. And it's this break that generates attention. And it gets even more emotional with the next example.
Yeah, lay it on me.
3 people swore eternal friendship to you. 2 of them betrayed you at the first fight. 1 stayed. 0 are left that you'll ever trust again. Hits a little harder, doesn't it? There's a real punch to it, right? It's like the numbers are adding to the betrayal.
It's like those numbers, they make it so stark and final.
Exactly. Combining a serious topic with the, like, detached language of numbers, it intensifies the emotional impact. The merciless counting of loss culminates in that bitter realization of 0, which here symbolizes the ultimate destruction of trust. It's like encountering heartbreak in spreadsheet form, strangely unsettling.
Okay, so you build this tension with the numbers, but then there's always that twist, right? That's what throws the audience off.
That's it. And it gets really intense in this last example. Ready for this?
Hit me.
10 years of marriage. 9 of them you thought everything was perfect. 8 times she lied to you. 7 times you ignored it. 6 months later you were divorced. 5 times you tried to start over. 4 times it failed. 3 nights you cried yourself to sleep. 2 times you considered giving up. 1 time you pulled yourself together. 0 damn times did you ever look back. Whoa. That's heavy stuff. But again, there's that power in the numbers, right?
It's like so much emotion packed into those numbers, but how does it work?
There's this steady increase in detail and emotional intensity amplified by the countdown. It's like super specific numbers applied to these really personal, painful experiences. That creates a strong impact. It feels almost like peeking into a private diary where the tragedy is documented in numerical steps. And that abrupt ending with the 0 and the emphatic never looked back leaves a lasting impression of determination, of closure. It's like the story ends with a hard-hitting fact check.
So it's about subverting expectations. You set up this pattern with the numbers, and then you break it.
Exactly. And beyond the initial structure, what makes these number games so effective is our human tendency to look for meaning and a story, even in simple numerical sequences. The unexpected turns and that surprising arrival at 0 break those expectations, creating a powerful emotional impact through that contrast with the previous order.
So they see as hypnotic and predictable until they aren't. These number games, they seem like a pretty sneaky but effective way to hold your audience's attention. Who knew math could be so emotional?
Right. And of course, anyone wanting to dive deeper into this, learn how to subtly shock their audience, build tension before they even know what's happening, leave a lasting impression. Well, the author has a sales pitch for them, naturally.
Yeah, you guessed it. He's plugging his work, Poetry Master. So if you want to add these unconventional techniques to your poetry arsenal, become an unstoppable force on the Poetry Slam stage.
Yeah, well,
You know what to do. He says it's available in plain old English and for us refined Central Europeans in elegant German, specifically for Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. Just click and open your wallet. That's the message.
a clear call to action for those wanting to flex their literary muscles. And tomorrow, he hints, we can expect the grand finale. After these insightful glimpses into the world of number games, we can only wonder what he has in store. Maybe the ultimate guide to moving your audience to tears or laughter, who knows?
Definitely. Be there or be dead. Be creative, he signs off, adding a diabolical grin and emoji form. So listeners, unleash your creativity. And for those needing a little jumpstart on their poetry power, we highly recommend checking out the book Poetry Master, Poesie Craft in 7 Tagen. Sei kreativ, Stefan.